Lee Jones here from esports.net, and I'm here with LNG's Scout ahead of the start of the World Swiss stage. And I guess just to start with, Scout, how are you? I know it's been a bit of a whirlwind to actually get to this moment, so just how are you doing in general?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Honestly,
네, 잘 지내고
got
있고,
very used to, and we
스타도
are
이제
now
적응
no
잘
longer jet
돼서
lagged, and we're
잘
ready
준비하고 있습니다.
to practice and ready to go.
Perfect. I just wondered about how, with all the stuff that's been ongoing, had you actually still been training with the team, and had it been you in scrims and everything? So, like, was there too much affected practice-wise?
Honestly, it didn't really impact our
뭐
practice or scrims overall, so I
딱히
think we're
뭐
just doing
영향은
pretty well
없었고요.
overall. Practicing
잘
it,
준비하고
practice
있네요.
is going well. We're doing our best to get ready for the matches.
Perfect. What's LNG's overall aim then for Worlds? Because at least here in the West, when you look at the analysis from from analysts and things, there's not that many, to be fair, that see LNG as one of the big favourites. But of course, coming in from the LPL, you're always going to be one of the teams that you would expect to making a push for the title. So, what are your kind of personal aims?
Honestly,
음,
as a professional player, my goal
사실
is to win it all.
프로게이머로서
It's
목표는
it's
그냥
never gonna
우승밖에
really
없는 것
change
같고,
anything like that.
이번
So
년에는 저희가
for this year in particular, I feel like we are a team
저희
that has
팀이
really high
사실
potential and very high ceiling. So
포텐셜이 높은
I
팀이라고
believe that
생각하는데 잘할
when
땐
we are
엄청
good,
잘한다고 생각해서
we are extremely good. So I think
기대하고
I'm really
있습니다.
just looking forward to being able to showcase that.
To start with, then you're against Team Liquid, and out of all of the Western teams that generally you wouldn't expect too much from the Western teams at Worlds, but they're one that have actually been praised quite a lot for their macro and especially with lane swaps as well. So I just wondered if it's a team that you've seen much of and if you've got much expectations going against them.
Yeah, so
우선
Team Liquid in
팀 리퀴드
particular, they
같은
have
경우는
shown pretty
MSI에서도
promising performance at the MSI especially. So I think
괜찮은
that
경기를
that's just
보여줘서
one thing,
좀
and
경계해야
we do
된다고
have to be
생각하고요.
very wary of them. And
그리고
since this
이제 롤드컵 첫
upcoming Swiss
경기이기도
stage,
하고
it's going to
이제
be a best
베스트 오브
of one, and
원이기
it's going
때문에
to be our first match.
변수가 많을
I
거라
believe that we
생각해서
just have to
저희가
really be
잘
be
준비하고
cautious of
경기해야 될 것
all
같습니다.
these variables that we could see, and we just have to make sure that we're ready for them.
Sure. And their mid laner that you'll be up against, especially APA, he's really well known for his trash talking with all of his opponents. So have you got any words for him specifically?
Honestly, I
어,
can't tell you that I watched any of
사실
the trash talks or
대부분의
any or like
테스터는
heard about it or
본 적
anything,
없긴
but
한데
I'd like to say, okay,
그냥
just go ahead and play well.
Nice. Cool. I wanted to ask as well about the patch for World. So before the tournament, there's been lots of kind of theorizing of which teams it could help and which teams it's maybe worse for the changes and things. But how do you think it suits LNG and yourself specifically in the champions that you like?
사실
So
이번
this meta,
메타가 이제
the only difference from the
플레이오프
playoffs
시즌
season
메타랑
would be that
다른
it
게
has a lot of
거의
changes
미드 쪽에서
when it comes
다른
to the mid
거
lane. And
다른 게 많아서
for
이제
me in
저는
particular, just because I have a
챔피언
pretty
보기
decent
좀
champion pool, I don't
괜찮은
think it's going to
선수라서
influence me
딱히
too
영향은
much.
없을 것 같아요.
I wanted to ask as well about the arena that you'll be playing in for Swiss stage. So it's at the Riots Arena in Berlin. Um, I don't know if you've had much of a chance to look around since you've arrived there today, but what were your thoughts on it? And were you maybe a little bit surprised that it's in a fairly small arena? I know that there has been like a bit of controversy with the fans around that. So what were your thoughts on on the arena?
Yeah, this is
저는
actually my
오늘 이제
first time
처음
being at the
보는데 저희
Berlin
팀도
Riot
이제
Arena, and
유럽에서 경기했던
actually,
정글러
our
선수가 있어서
jungler has
그
been
선수가 하는 말이
and has experience
이상이라고
playing
하더라고요.
on
근데
the stage
확실히
here in Europe,
그렇게 크진 않은
and
것
so
같고요.
he actually
이제
gave us a heads up
이
that it's going to be small.
경기장에서
And yeah,
경기를
I
하고
do believe that is quite small.
다음
It's not that big,
지역으로
and I'm
갈
just really
수
looking forward to
있었습니다.
being able to go to the next arena.
Sure. Um, Maybe just one more question then. What were your thoughts on the world song "Heavy Is the Crown" and the video? What did you think about that?
어,
Honestly, I haven't really gotten a chance to
그렇게 자세히는 안
look into
봤는데
it
이제
too much, but compared to older world
예전
songs where
이제
it's more
롤드컵 노래는 약간
emotional,
좀
I feel like lately the
감미로운 약간
songs have
그런
been
느낌이었다면 요새는
more
약간
fast paced and
빠르고
I
약간
guess
힙한
hip
느낌이어서
in a
저는
sense.
약간
And I
어,
personally don't really
빠른
prefer
템포의 노래를 별로
songs
좋아하지
that have
않아서
fast tempos.
그랬던 것
That's
같습니다.
just my overall opinion.
Well, we'll leave it there then. Thanks very much for your time, Scout. Good luck in Swiss, and thanks for the translation as well.
땡큐.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.